Put your cameras and your phones down now, please. Thank you. Put your phone down now, please.
Just pause there for Ronnie O'Sullivan to break off, get his championship defence underway. This first round is always a bit of a banana skin, isn't it?
Well, I was just pausing like you to let Pang Junxu play that first shot. Yeah, it can be, and I'm fascinated to see how Ronnie O'Sullivan plays this morning. As you see this excellent bit of cueing. But he's not got an easy first round. This guy can play very, very solid.
5.
Played that quite nicely. Plays at Ding Junhui Academy in Sheffield. And whenever I've been in there, he's never off the table. Very, very dedicated. And that's paid off this season. His best season so far as a professional. This is going to have to be a good positional shot. Stun off one cushion. Don't really know the pace of the table until you've played a few shots, but he's played it nicely. Okay, he's just run on a little bit, but he had a choice of 3 reds
16.
to the right corner pocket.
70.
And this time, inch perfect on the blue.
22. 23.
Just a fraction short of pace, so he can't get close to the next intended red, as close as he would have liked. So, here's a little tester.
Very crisply struck, that red, mid-distance. Looks very composed.
36. 37.
Looks very calm and composed at the moment. That opening red would be, well, when he's seen that go in, he cued it so well that immediately can just settle you down.
Yeah, this was the opening red. A little bit wide, but managed to struggle in. Imperative now in potting this, get an angle on the colour because there's no other reds available.
45.
So he's going to take some shot here. Obviously you immediately think of blue, in and out of port cushion, side cushion into the reds.
$50.
But at least he didn't miss. You can go back to your seat without any bad thoughts.
Pang Junxu. 50.
Yeah, very nice visit to the table. Just got to be careful you don't put any reds over pockets here with a safety shot. Needed to have quite a thick contact on the bunch. Should he miss, could easily leave Ronnie a chance for the counter-attack.
Thought it was a possible shot for nothing, but he missed the pot by so far. Came back down the table with a cue ball.
1.
Could have played that better.
Well, he's got an easy roll up behind the yellow. With the way the reds are, it will not be easy to escape from the snooker and not leave a pot on.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Oh, that's a little bit clumsy. Maybe just signs of a little bit of nerves.
Just the flick on the brown has made it a good safety. Best he's played so far.
Yeah, he's in trouble here. Pang Junxu, the red to the left corner looks pretty straight. Forced into going for this. difficult.
Good chance again for Ronnie.
One.
It'll take, I mean, he's probably already,
Six.
by that first shot that he played, that red up for the blue, he'll know what the speed of the table is. No one can suss out
Seven.
conditions quicker than Ronnie O'Sullivan. That very first red to stun up for the blue, that would have given him the information he needed in terms of speed of the table, reaction of the cloth. That 50-point lead
30.
can very quickly evaporate now. Ronnie O'Sullivan is favourite for this frame.
14.
And that pink going in now puts him
20.
just 29 points behind.
$21.
Got a quick
26.
bounce there off the black cushion. That cue ball shouldn't have been anywhere near where it is.
Just made it a little bit more difficult for Ronnie.
27.
But he's just about find the perfect position on the blue. So now the big problem ball, you would think, is the yellow.
32. 33.
If he gets the perfect angle on the yellow, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Straight is not what he's looking for. He's got the angle
37.
up to and including the pink to take the first frame.
39.
As I say, after that very first red, he got the pace of the table, and it's been cue ball perfection ever since in this break. He's made it look easy. Okay, the balls were all there, but I'm saying that, he's
42.
decelled a little bit there. May have to come 4 cushions here.
Yeah, you've always got to be wary of a kiss on the ball, and that's what he's done. He's kissed the black.
46.
This frame, still very much alive. I say particularly for Ronnie. He needs to stamp his authority on the match early.
Yeah, the last thing you want is your inexperienced opponent to start enjoying himself out there. You want them to feel the ultimate pressure.
Beautiful shot.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. 46.
Well worked out.
Well, okay, he may not have seen a safety shot to play, but that was a very risky pot to play. Okay, because where the cue balls ended up, it's not guaranteed this, because he's got to get a lot of topspin on the cue ball to get it away from the cushion.
And just about on the pink, and the pink gives him the first frame. In it goes. Well, what a very interesting first frame. Pang Junxu got in first. Good break of 50. But Ronnie, with his second chance, just couldn't clinch it. 1-0.
Foul. The miss.
Well, decided
Ronnie
that
O'Sullivan 4.
the pot was too risky. Played the safety. There's a straight red to the right corner.
Well, his long game's been very impressive so far this morning. This is a real test of your technique. That's
One.
okay. A little bit too much run through, not enough stun, but still very decent bit of cueing. This black now is missable. Yep, that was missable.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
So a chance miss for Ronnie. And that was a good pot.
1.
Took the pressure off it by screwing back to this top cushion. So could that kickstart something?
Eight. 9. 60.
The the mid-session interval would be more pleasant. 15 or 20 minutes for Pang Junxu if he could somehow manage a one visit here to win this fourth frame,
17.
get a frame on the board.
Yeah, wanted to be straighter on that pink, and he's lost the cue ball again. Okay, the pink not going on its own spot, but whichever one he plays, not ideal.
Put your phone down, please.
You'd fancy potting it. Don't think all the pocket is available. No.
Thanks.
I think it was a half-hearted attempt to the pot, more intent on getting that cue ball back to the balk end.
Well, he's been fortunate the last couple of shots.
Looks like he's just playing a little containing safety, but he's not hit that. Has he? Has he hit it? Well, he hit it, he just got the wrong line.
You think the red that's near the right middle, play that off the right cushion, in off the other red, possibly. Screw the cue ball back to balk. I think a lot of players would have been tempted to play that shot that we mentioned, the red in off the other one, screw the cue ball back to balk with a 3-0 lead, and knowing that their opponent is struggling out there.
Just avoided the double kiss, but the kiss on the brown has left a thin cut now on this red.
One.
And they can play this red in such a way that done the cue ball with 2 cushions for the green. So if he misses the red, he'll get a good cue ball. Oh, played it very positively. Very positively. That was his best shot of the morning. Lovely pot and lovely control of the cue ball.
How disappointing.
Thank you. Pang Junxu, 6.
Left a straightforward pot for Ronnie.
One. Five.
You see average frame time just under 20 minutes a frame, which is not O'Sullivan-esque.
6.
In full flight, but the important thing that he's still dominating this match, even though his highest break is only 61.
12.
He's getting the job done, but with a little bit of help from his opponent. Let's not forget that. But that's the pressure, as Stephen mentioned earlier, that Ronnie O'Sullivan puts on his opponents. Players from China, you know, they look on Ronnie as well, the man they'd like to emulate.
19.
Certain. For Pang Junxu to play
20.
Ronnie at the Crucible is just a dream come true. So far, apart from that little flurry in the first frame.
26.
Where's that player gone from that first 50 break? It looked so composed
27.
and comfortable out there.
Ronnie had a look there. Decided to play the cannon.
33.
5 points to lead. And I can't see it improving here. Just a safety shot to go at.
Catch my mouth.
34.
What a pot that
Very clever cue ball though, wasn't it? Incredible pot. Awkward cueing, but wasn't going to leave anything should he missed it. Be some achievement to win the frame at this visit. Where the balls are situated. I'm not sure if he's got the angle in this red to just
37.
have a glancing blow on the red that's on the cushion just to flick it off. Take the cue ball up the table for a colour.
38.
Yeah, a little unlucky. I say unlucky, well, oh, the black does pass the red. Tricky black. but it's on.
$45. $46. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 53.
Well, he did well to make 53. That red into the far right corner to keep that break going was astounding. Poor safety. Red and a colour for 4-0 interval lead.
One.
Not the cleanest pot, but in it went.
Yeah, it's been very comfortable, hasn't it? Well,
7.
I mean, it seems that first frame seems to have ended any hope that Pang Junxu would have had to get into this match.
10.
Yes, all those dreams and aspirations and the thrill of playing
40.
7 times world champion Ronnie O'Sullivan at the Crucible are all fading to a distant memory now.
90.
Because you only really enjoy it if you can produce your
25.
best. And he hasn't done that. But Ronnie won't mind one jot. He's been disciplined, to be fair to him. And he goes to the mid-session interval, leading by 4 frames to 0. Can Pang Junxu put the disappointment of the first 4 frames behind him and get some kind of foothold in the match? It's not looking likely at the moment. Well, I think he's just had a look at the possibility of a plant here. He's got to avoid a red, though, if he's trying to get back to balk as well. Possible plant. Got it.
1.
And not the worst flick on the blue. Nothing to do with the cue ball here, just drop the blue in.
Six.
I think he can avoid contact with the black playing this red for the black to the same pocket. Yeah, nicely played.
7.
And this is a great opportunity in this 5th frame to score.
14.
I would
50.
imagine he'd have been on the practice table at the interval, just trying to find that bit of rhythm in his cue action. This can go wrong. You're not guaranteed to be on a red. He's got a choice of 2 reds to either
22.
middle pocket. None of them are easy, though.
Decided to play it in the top pocket. Played it nicely. Anxious look to see where the pink's going to go.
29.
Pink is still available. Into the corner.
30.
Got to go for the blue this time.
36.
Not imperative you get past the blue, because obviously that red to the right of the green is available, but you'd prefer to stay
37.
down this end of the table. Played it nicely. And he just lost the cue ball there. He wanted to be playing
42.
for black after this red, because the 2 reds directly above the black, the left one goes to left middle, and that clears the path for the other reds to go to left corner.
43. Can you be quiet with those wrappers and packets, please?
Well, decided to play for
48.
this red along the side cushion. Just slightly awkward where you put your bridge hand. Got a nice
29.
clean pot. And nicely on the black.
Well, he made a 50 break in the opening frame. And he's made
56.
56 here, but again, he stopped well short of securing the frame.
Pang Junxu, 56.
Well, that could not have finished up worse.
Yeah, he played to hit the other side of the red off the cushion to lead the cue ball in bulk. got it all wrong, and, well, he'll be fearing the worst.
1.
Deja vu, the opening frame of the match.
Not a straightforward run to the line. He's got this red he's nicely on, and then he's got the one just below the 2 reds underneath the pink.
9.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot. Deliberately finishing low on this red, so when he pots it,
14.
he can just open up the 2 that are below the pink. That last shot from the blue was pinpoint accuracy.
22. 23.
He's landed straight in the black, which it's not a problem.
30. 31.
Red near the left cushion is obviously the stumbling block, or could be a stumbling block in terms of clearing up, but it's such a big target in terms of if you want to move the red, you could even drop in behind it for right middle if you had the right angle on the black. Leave the cue ball on the side cushion.
$39.
And that looks absolutely perfect. As Stephen said, you can either drop to the cushion and leave the red to the right middle, starting to stun behind it, and played it to absolute perfection. The shot Stephen highlighted early on
47.
has made this look also very easy.
A fear for his opponent in this session, whether he will win a single frame, because he should have won this one.
51. 53. 56. 60. 65. 71.
Not bothered about the black. What a wonderful frame-winning contribution that was. That was top draw from the defending champion. Well, Ronnie. So first chance in this frame. He's got to start scoring. And scoring enough to win a frame. But played that nicely.
Yeah, well, he was 4-0 behind to Ken Doherty in the qualifying, so going behind, what experience are coming back from, it doesn't faze him that much. But it's a different matter here against a defending champion in the Crucible Theatre, but it at least shows his head doesn't go down completely. And see, he can't avoid the red to the left of the one he wants to play here.
9.
Mid-distance red.
60.
He can just stun into the red just to the right of the one he's playing and still be on the pink. Played it nicely.
70. 23. 24.
Nice shot there to get right side of the pink. He has got an option and a big target to go into the pack here. Played it well. As 5-0 behind, you're looking for a little bit of help. And so often you don't get it. You couldn't have played this any better through the gap. Tough shot this to right middle. Yeah, beautiful pot. Well done.
31.
Played it positively as well, fully committed.
Blue spot occupying.
37.
You'd love to play on the red that's above the black to right corner here. Anywhere the cue ball's okay, really. If he finishes high, he can play the cannon on the red to the left, leave the black, or
43.
has to take this opportunity just to make him feel like he's involved in the match.
44.
Again, very nice positional shot, perfectly on the pink.
50. 51.
2 reds available to the right corner.
57. 58.
Just a red and a colour.
63. 64.
Yeah, well played, Pang Junxu. Taking these so well. His cue ball has been immaculate.
69.
The highlight, red to right middle. Cannon the red away from the black. And every chance of making the century.
70.
You'll be feeling such a sense of relief
77.
that he has got that frame on the board.
78.
Well, that cannon couldn't have worked out nicer.
85.
And switching hands.
86.
Maybe not quite the touch with his right hand. He'll have to play for the pink. He did play for the blue. Red
92.
and black for the ton. His first century break.
93.
Well played. Very well played. After what he's gone through in the first 5 frames to dig this deep. And as
100.
Stephen said, his cue ball control has been immaculate, and just a little wry smile there on his face. Lovely to see.
Thank you. 101. 108.
'Just got past the black, bump off the middle, leaving perfect on the ground.
150.
Oh, he's coming out with all the shots here.
120.
And it's a funny thing, after losing the last frame as he did, I was like you, I was worried, would he ever get a frame on the board? This has been superb.
126.
Yeah, very well played.
Does it drop in? Does it drop in? Wonderful break of 133. Gets him off the mark in style.
This is tough. Well, there's a chance of this red to right corner.
One.
Can he hold the cue ball for the red to the left middle? Played it nicely.
7. 8.
Stun the cue ball off the right cushion, bring it down in between blue and pink. He'd love to be able to play off for the black off the next red. Well played. If he finishes in the black in such a way, just slightly high, he can bring the red out that's right next to the black. Guaranteed position
12.
on the other red. Force that red away from the cushion. Stay on the other one. And this is a chance.
19. 20.
He pointed the black into the right side of the pocket as we look. Pointed it thin, that's why the cue ball's travelled. I think he's okay. Direct screw back for the black to the same pocket. Should leave a natural angle to go up for the yellow.
28.
Little dab of right hand side. So this is the shot. You would think if he gets this right, should win the frame. Oh. Well, I always say
28.
at this level, miss a black off a spot, it's unforgivable. What a chance that was. He did all the hard work.
You can only put it down to the pressure of the World Championship.
2.
He did all the hard work. He was in complete control, nicely on the
5.
black.
It's always the easy shots that are the ones that let you down. Never the difficult ones.
9.
You said to Pang Junxu how well you would do in the match.
Still needs the pink. This cue ball's going close to the middle.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 9.
Wow.
Pang Junxu, 5.
And Ronnie O'Sullivan, who is fully focused and concentrating, doesn't do that. That's just something you don't see Ronnie do.
Blue and pink for the frame. Oh, well, that's disappointing. And I'll tell you why it's disappointing, because every professional practices that shot all day long. The blue from hand.
Yeah, and overhit it, didn't he, with the pressure? He could have just stunned it in, didn't need to go to the cushion with the cue ball.
5.
Well, in the end, he's gifted this frame to Ronnie and gratefully received. But this will really hurt
18 and a
Pang
frame.
Junxu.
Ronnie
What a
O'Sullivan.
chance he had there to put his second frame on the scoreboard. Ronnie O'Sullivan stretches clear. 5 in front again. Never easy. I think it's just a safety shot for Ronnie.
Yeah, 5-0, he didn't feel involved. We said at the time, when you get that first frame, that makes you feel in the match. Oh, beautiful stroke.
1.
He's on this red just above the black, but
6.
you can avoid running into other reds.
Seven.
He'll settle for that. He's got a chance of the black.
Yeah, well played.
14.
You can play for the black. It's dangerous because it's quite easy to snooker yourself. May play a more percentage shot and try and go up for the blue. He played for the black.
50.
And he's perfect.
$22. 23. 24.
You pot the ball, but you can't avoid a kiss on a second red, so position not guaranteed.
31.
Not out of the woods just yet. It could have been worse. Well, he queued across that.
Well, but now that it has, well, you feel like you've dodged one there. And just sort of, it should solidify your concentration. You know, you got away with one. Oh, you're kidding me. He must have
43.
thought he's going to have a choice about 4 or 5 reds there. It's just landed awkward. He's got one to right corner, but he can't believe that he's finished with a difficult shot here.
And he's not out of the woods with it. Send a break.
Thank you. Pang Junxu, 44.
Yeah, I feel a little bit aggrieved. Oh, so close, but he's not gone in and he's left it.
One.
Could have been for a very interesting session this evening because this lad's really struck form, Stephen.
Yeah, I mean, if it does go 6-3, you know, you could argue that he has let his opponent back into this match. Didn't deserve to be. But all credit to Pang Junxu.
6.
He's kept the belief in his own ability. He's scored well. He's been the heavier scorer
7.
of the two players. That was a nice shot.
14. 15.
Again, perfectly on the blue.
He made a break of 56. Ronnie stole that frame with a... You said at the time, where was his frame now going to
21.
come from with that disappointment? But the fact he's put this disappointment behind him, I've got to give him every credit.
Yeah, it shows he's got great character. As we mentioned before, in qualifying 4-0 down to Ken Doherty.
28.
It's a great trait to have.
29.
But he's given himself a squeak tonight. That's all it is, but a small chance.
36. 37.
Well, the ping's not gone in, but that won't matter. A little fist pump from the defending champion, who looked like a stroll in the park, but he's maybe not now. Pang Junxu has done really well and goes into this evening's final session, just 3 frames behind.
Yeah, tried the really thin clip. Yeah, maybe forced into a mid-range pot on this red. Big shot coming up, which he's got.
If there's any value playing the black, it's going to tie the black up or send it up to the green spot. Needs the cue ball to pull up or carry on. And that's just finished.
4.
Bit of no man's land there. The red to the middle is quite thin and the red to the corner is a bit more difficult than it appears.
Pang Junxu, 4.
You'd still expect Ronnie to get this. Only just.
5.
And because it was so thick, lost position on the black.
Stop talking now. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 5.
Yep, there you go, you see. For some mistakes, he's got a little bit lucky there not to get a thicker contact on that red. Yep, 2 good shots there. Too many complaints. He's had 2 chances in this particular frame.
Pang was very much in the first session, no question about that. I think sometimes, certainly when you play Ronnie,
17.
and as a debutant especially, you know, you might think you're going to come into the match and get swept aside, but that's not what happened. It also could have been a lot further ahead. O'Sullivan was 6-1 ahead at one stage.
24. 25. 32. 33.
Okay, who you are, you practice all you like, you can't beat having a match.
40. 41.
So just a red and a colour to leave Pang needing a snooker in this frame.
46.
And it is a frame that either player could have won. Ronnie looks like he's going to win it now.
47.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens after this frame, to see whether what type of fight Pang has got left, because Ronnie, as we know, is probably the best front runner we've ever had in the game.
52. 53. 60. 61.
Ronnie recently teamed back up with Steve Feeney of Sight Right. Felt that his alignment had gone wayward, having teamed up with Steve a few seasons ago, and
68.
been a big part of his success in recent seasons. You can see Ronnie focusing on every shot here. He's using every shot
70.
as another practice shot to get those sighting techniques back into his game, working on every shot to be in the correct position, trying to make it second nature.
73. 77. 82.
Well, I'll be impressed if this goes in. Not quite, but an excellent break of 82 from Ronnie O'Sullivan. And both players had chances, it has to be said, early in the frame. But it was Ronnie's mid-range red and position on the black that sealed it with an 82 break. He now leads by 7 frames to 3. He certainly won't be happy with that. That was nearly full ball. You can see him drop his head.
1. 6. 7.
Yeah, great shot. Well controlled. Not sure what he's going to use here. The spider, swan neck.
14.
Here we are, the swan. I ripped a cloth using one of these, John, once. You've got to be very careful with those things.
Yeah, this is just awkward, isn't it? It's not about potting the red. You mean not really doing too much with the cue ball, although where he is this may take a while.
There isn't much left under the table, Pang. Yeah, funnily enough, with the extended spider that he's now got to the table, it's actually too high. it gives you too much clearance over certainly one ball, but you need it to get over the pack like he's doing. He's still quite close to that red. Referee Brendan Moore having more than a glance. Well potted in the end, but
well, if there's a bit of pressure on the last
15.
one, good luck with this.
Pang Junxu, 15.
Begin to tell you how difficult that was, QM-wise.
slightly critical of Pang in the previous frame for not being creative enough with his shot selection. Ronnie's already had a look to see where he wants to be on the pink, so he can pop the pink and run through and move these reds. That's the difference.
Seven. Eight. 14.
Softly, well judged.
15. 21. 22.
Yeah, you see with so
28.
many players around the world, both amateur and professional, they just don't give enough care and attention to where the cue ball's going to finish for the next shot.
29.
And the more specific you can be, the better. And you're watching the best of them. Ronnie's had 1,198 career centuries.
34.
And that's been chiefly because his cue ball is always in the correct place.
35. 40.
Quick look at the scoreboard there. Will tell him that he will
41.
need at least one of the reds that are on cushions.
46. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Still fancied him knocking her
46.
in, but can be missed.
1.
Didn't get the left-hand side on that he needed. That's an opportunity missed. It's a big target to hit that red.
6.
It's a case of just trying to get as many points as he can, just get back in the frame.
He can play it at dead weight pace. He'll be on the pink to the left middle pocket.
14.
Not getting any easier though. Well, I think that's finished a bit too high. I think safety shot's the
20.
order of the day here. John, what do you think?
Yep, 100%. That's up the table, or just stun this one into the cushion and send it round the table. Is he queuing to go for it? Goodness me, this is a big shot.
One shot.
Goodness me.
21.
What a pop that was. Brave new world. This is some effort, I have to be said. Oh.
Thank you. Pang Junxu, 26.
That is a great shot. It doesn't matter how good you are, you can't beat a bit of luck. My goodness. What a fluke that is. And if it doesn't go in the pocket, where would it have finished? What did he play?
Five. 7.
This is just a remarkable frame of snooker. I thought he had no chance.
10. $40.
Incredible. Incredible turnaround in a frame of snooker he had absolutely no chance in. It shows you've always got to keep the faith as a snooker player. A remarkable frame of snooker that was. Ronnie O'Sullivan looked like he had it. What a turnaround. Oh, and he's carrying on. He's going to go for the black now. And in that goes as well. Great frame of snooker. Pulls one back. And it's Ronnie O'Sullivan who leads by 8 frames to 4.
Yeah.
And it's interval time. His young opponent has conceded the frame and given it to Ronnie. And he'll be very happy to take that frame. Takes the one before the mid-session interval. And he leads by 9 frames to 4.
Quiet as you can, please. Thank you.
Well, at first glance, I think he's played quite a clever shot there.
The red in between green and brown down the table. Well, that was the intention. Didn't quite get it. Well, a big shot to take on. Especially when you're going to can another red and not get back to the balk area.
This is extremely difficult. Could be his last shot if this goes wrong.
Oh, good shot. Nicely played that.
9.
I know it's very unlikely, John, that Pang's come back and win this match, but if he won a couple more frames, might get interesting.
Very, very good shot.
50.
And that is a beautiful touch. And that is a lovely, lovely shot.
21. 22. 28. 29. 35. 36. 43.
Will be if he gets a bit closer. That's another kettle of fish that we might be coming to, but at the moment he's doing all he can do, which is playing with that freedom, potting balls and
49.
making breaks.
50. 56. 57.
So if he is mounting a comeback here, the equivalent to climbing Everest, he's only at base camp at the moment.
63. 64.
I think the one below the black is available.
70. Pang Junxu. 70. And the frame.
Well, there you go. There's your answer. Had enough, and that was an excellent break from Pang Junxu. Pulls another one back. It's now 9-6 to Ronnie O'Sullivan. That's an excellent return there.
This is big as well. Right in the heart of the pocket.
7.
He's not bad at it either.
And you'd have to say here for the third frame running that it will only be composure that stops Pang winning the frame at this visit. Well, he didn't know much about that gap. That's fortunate.
go. A little bit of kick off the cushion. Down for the red. Lovely shot. Well played. To perfection.
21. $22. 29.
He hasn't folded
30.
and deserves every credit.
37.
And that in turn
38.
opens the path for the other two nearest the pink. So this really ought to be 9-7.
45. 46.
Playing for the red underneath those two stuck together.
Yeah, it's amazing, this wonderful game of ours, how batches can swing.
51.
It is getting slightly worrying
52.
if you're a Ronnie fan. This has been an excellent exhibition of his talents
59.
in the last 2.5 frames at least.
60.
A natural rhythm that he's got. If he thinks he's got a chance in the match.
65.
But as you say, if he finds himself within touching distance,
66.
this black will seal this frame. Ronnie already needs a snooker. This will put it to bed. If Pang does make it to 9-8, will he still have the same
73.
level of freedom he has now? The concession has come from Ronnie, so that great break there of 73, together with 78 and 70 in the previous 2 frames, chalks another frame onto the board for Pang Junxu. He now trails only by 2, 9 frames to 7.
Yep, that was one heck of a shot to take on. Enormous, in fact.
One. Eight.
Nothing he can do about it now.
9.
He's got to watch the best match finisher of all time. Ronnie doesn't usually spurn these chances.
16.
Yeah, he'd certainly like to beat his highest break of the day so far. Certainly in a match of this length.
24.
Yeah, and I think it's worth
25.
saying, you know, there are players who would have panicked had their opponent have eaten into their lead, such as Pang has here, but Ronnie's just been around too long, seen it all before, done it all before.
32.
You know, the alarm bells won't have been ringing for him.
33.
Or plays for black or blue and splits the reds off them.
39.
When you go up for blue, good chance, because it's quite a nice target to hit. And
40.
once again, the cue ball is absolutely perfect. It could be all over. And that's gone right.
46.
So, this mid-range red. Be able to hold on the pink, but he's through for black.
52.
Really well played.
He's awkward over this red. And that is experience right there, because lots of players would have tried to force that on and off the cushion for the red into the same pocket
59.
as the black. Ronnie too experienced for that. Yeah,
60.
very good.
Yeah, this is how to finish a match off, isn't it? This is, as I could you could see the focus straight away. I could see in his face, he realised this was the chance.
67. 68.
Hasn't been plain sailing. I have to say that all day. And a very spirited comeback from his opponent. There's certainly a young player of potential, and we'll see more of him.
73.
The crowd favourite and the 7 times champion of the world is going to progress into round 2.
74.
He's basically done what was required
81.
today, And we've mentioned before, these first rounds can sometimes be a bit tricky. It's not there, but he won't worry about that. And his young opponent comes up, shakes his hand. Ronnie wishes him all the best. And eventually, it's Ronnie O'Sullivan who comes through. He beats Pang Junxu by 10 frames to 7 and progresses into round 2.